Okay, no, we're just gonna keep messing around with it and see if we can just keep dinking with stuff. I don't know. All I can do is try, and this is probably just the easiest way to give it a shot, and that is to just mess around while I'm streaming. Okay, yeah, just every couple of minutes it decides to lag out on me. It's not always my long and dramatic pauses. Sample rate, that was audio. Video at 1080. Base canvas. Okay, can't adjust any of those. Don't need, so, Okay. Above normal. Scene collections. Appearance. Okay. You know, I'm honestly just not sure what else I could be doing. If I go quiet here and there, it's just me trying to think of anything that could be causing issues. I just know that it's been progressively getting worse with every stream. 2 weeks ago was an absolute nightmare, and then this one has just broken in a different way. There are so many settings in all of this stuff to try to make it work, and sometimes it comes together and sometimes it doesn't. Somewhere in between here and YouTube, there are issues. Like, I don't have Firefox open, I don't have that going. This keeps starting automatically and I keep telling it not to. And it was just as bad before I added the mod. So I don't believe it's the mod at all. Historically, I've mostly had sound issues, but video has really taken a beating over the last month. just kind of walking around in the game right now to see how far we're behind on the stream. And I'm thinking it's about 2 minutes, which is odd. Yeah, it looks pretty close to about 2 minutes. Oh no, that's not working. Great. Let's sit here for a second to see if I can get it to run again. Man, that's broken now. What the hell? Do another restart. Yeah, I think this is just going to speed up me switching over to OBS. And so the next thing I'm going to need to do is just figure out how to get all of it to work together somehow. Yeah, we're still pretty much like 2 minutes behind. It has never been that laggy behind. But hey, I can show you around a little bit. Even though it's lagging behind, FPS is still pretty low. You can see my FPS up in the upper left corner. See, like right now it's at 60 FPS. And we're dropping down to 30, 29, 27. Seems to be stabilizing a little bit. Check my traps. My floating island fish traps. Well, I'll just continue to go around. It looks like it might be a little bit more stable. It's just way behind on the stream. It's definitely smoother than it was before. Still dropping down occasionally to like 13 FPS. But it's not terrible. Alright, I guess we'll just continue on. And I'll show you around what I've been working on. So I've been doing all of these little garden areas. This was the first one I did. It's kind of me trying to figure out how I wanted to lay everything out. And then as we go along, I started changing things up a bit. Now the wacky thing is that, so I put in a bunch of plants. You can see the star bramble right there. It was supposed to be much bigger than this. I'm not sure why it's not growing. You can see the little skull right there that I used to give the blue glow underneath everything. And it also extends the blue glow all on these walls. More intense in some places than others. Yeah, it's running a little bit more stable now, that's for sure. Okay. Alright, this might be working alright. It's just the initial like couple of minutes behind, but it hasn't been continuously lagging as I review the stream. I tried to make each one of these garden areas very different from the other ones. With different predominant colors and then different subtle colors underneath. And all of my plants are not, like, look at that. It's just sitting there. It's not growing like it should be. That, I'll have to say, that is probably the mods. I'll have to talk to JSlax about that. See if there's an issue. This one I started on, but I hadn't finished it yet. So that might be a good idea to try out. Let's see, what kind of glow can we put down in here? Oh, I know. I want to shrink down some... Let's get some barnacles and shrink them down a bit. Let's see about making them just... How does that look? Let's make it a little bit larger. Have to kind of force the camera down under everything in order to access. It's a little bit larger. Okay, it's still kind of hiding down in there. Oh no, that's cool. That's better. Do you want to get that blue leaf grass? Alright, it is hard to... Ah, there we go. Copy that. There's kind of a bare spot right in here. There we go, fill that in a little bit. Kind of makes it a little more difficult to know exactly where you're putting any of the grasses, when you have to go really in order to set it. I had it just a second ago. Okay, try this one more time. It's still buried in there. I want it to come out a little bit. Okay. I think that works, but I do want to change the color of these. So it's not quite the right color for this area. Come on. Alright, now we're underneath that layer. Let's see if we can highlight that. Oh, this is a pain. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright. Might have to delete a bunch of other stuff in order to get to it. Open grass. Let's see if I can inch toward it this way. Stone floor panel, nope. Open grass. Come on. Alright. Delete more grass. Oh, that's super. That's just rude at this point. Haven't I suffered enough? Oh. There we go. And of course, I did all of that. Got the barnacle out. And forgot to change the color. You ever have one of those days, kids? They certainly have. Alright, now, change the color this time. Let's try a few different colors. Oh, that's kind of cool. Does fit the color scheme. I think I want something to stand out a little bit more than that. Yes, and it is actually streaming a whole lot better. I'm still occasionally dipping down into the teens for FPS, but more often than not, it's in that 30 to 60 range. You can see my count up in the top left corner. Just trying to find a good color scheme. That blends in, but I think I want something that stands out a little bit more while still fitting in. Okay. Wow, these barnacles are a lot shorter. Okay, I think I know what I should do. Alright, I'm going to delete these other barnacles for now, and then add them back in a little bit later. And first I will try to get this out of here first. Alright, where did I lose you? Ah, here you are. Ah, come on. I'm right here. Right on top of it. Why was it easier when it was smaller? That doesn't make any sense. Ah, there we go. Oh, that's not even the one. This is the one I was trying to delete. It is definitely a step in the right direction, Sin. I appreciate all of your help. It's good to have tech support on hold. The bill will be in the mail, Sin. Okay. Yeah, I think the stream is still about 2 minutes behind where I'm at right now in the process. but it's not terrible. Just fill this stuff back in. The ones that I pulled up a minute ago, put those back down. Okay. Just keep on going. Let's try a couple of other color combinations. This one is this hyper blue over here in this mod. I think that's... Oh, that's kind of interesting actually. That sort of... that might contrast with it and still go with it just enough. That kind of goes alright. Hey, Atlas Galacticus and Andre Vandal, welcome in. It took us a few tries to get everything going, a few tries and an hour. We are on stream number 3, trying to work out some issues, and I think we found some stability, thanks to Sin's Arcade helping us out. But we are getting there. Okay. Come on. Nope, I don't want to remove the floor panel. Just want to move this barnacle because it's not quite in the right spot. Like, I had this barnacle and it was really small and it was so easy for me to remove it, but now that it's large, it's like interfering with the hitboxes on all the grasses around it, so I gotta delete all of these again in order to get to this. Alright. Try a couple more colors. What's the difference? Okay, that has way more yellow. Okay, that's not bad. They look like all these close-ups look like some art student film. Yeah, you know, maybe, maybe. That one's cool, but it's not quite giving me the look that I am kind of. I want a little bit of match and a little bit of contrast. So far, this is the closest one, but it doesn't match enough. It's too contrasting. That kind of blends in a little too much. That doesn't match at all, really. That matches and contrasts a bit. That might be what works. Yeah, Atlas Galacticus. Once you start messing around with those pirates, that just seems like they just keep on coming. They just keep on coming. Oh, all right, Saigon Jin. Thanks for dropping in and sitting through that nightmarish stream diagnostics. I appreciate you coming in, and we'll see you next time. All right. Let me fill in more of this area again. Get some of this leafy grass. Cloven paw grass. Cloven paw, okay. Seems kind of weird. Cloven paw. What does a cloven paw even look like? I have questions, Sean. Questions. Little thin. Oh, there we go. Oh, and I just noticed that one set of grass was just sitting up above everything over here. Did not get it buried properly. Okay, now let's go over to here. See what kind of plants do I want to put down. Oh, gotta have some nip-nip. That's what we'll do. Just put some regular sized nip down. Oops. Okay, there's that. These might end up getting too big to fit in here, right? But that looks pretty cool. Gotta say, I do like that. This is ridiculous that I can't access it. It's being covered by all the plants. That's kind of absurd to me. Alright, let's what color is that? What color I was using? Yeah, that's the color I was using. Okay, that works. Let's see if I can put in a third one without it being too weird. Make sure it's not poking through the wall over here. Oh, it's poking through the wall. Oh, that's the way I grab it. That works. There we go. Nice. Okay, that works pretty well. Glad to hear it, Atlas. Alright, that might be a good time to celebrate. Yeah, Joyroth, it looks like we have sorted things out thanks to Sin's Arcade helping. It still lags a little bit here and there. The stream is probably only about 20-30 seconds behind real time, so that's pretty nice. It's tightened up a little bit, not too shabby, and for the most part our frame rate is holding fairly steady, occasionally dipping into the teens, but mostly in that 30 to 60 range. Just trying to figure out what else we can put in here. Oh, let's go for protea wheel trees. Some small ones. Squeeze down in here a little bit. Uh-oh, I'm stuck inside. Oh, that is too close to the wall. And it did not submerge down into the grass. Okay, that's a little thick right there. Come on, cooperate with me. Oh man, Is that the hitbox from the barnacle? I bet it is. Oh, that's that's not cool, man. Okay, here we go. I think this one I can set in. Just need to get the camera angle correct. It's not quite sitting where I want it to. Okay. Let's try that. It's really hard to do this because I have to get so close in there to get it to go underneath. Oh, that just fits in. And it's just avoiding the wall. That's kind of perfect. Yeah, Joyroth, it looks like, so it was recording each one of my sessions, and that's not really necessary since YouTube is recording it anyway. And there were a couple of there was like a bitrate setting that we changed, and there was some other little thing as well. And it looks like it's for the most part, like it's doing a whole lot better and a little bit more in tune with when I first started streaming. It's doesn't have nearly the lag. Oh yeah, I'm still building on this base. There's like it's a pretty big. I haven't done anything out here. Like I did this. This was a massive undertaking to do all of this. There's the frame rate drop to about 15, 14, 17, 18. But yeah, I did all of this, which is a lot. But there's still more that I wanted to build on the other side. On that, that's going to be like landing pads and another. I want to drop at least one or two buildings there. In the future, I can always expand to that island down there. That island up there. And this little island down here. So there's plenty of places that I can build on this island. Oh, check this out. I really like how this turned out. Another take on melding those signs together. And then here's the rooftop that I didn't show earlier. There's the whole building. And you can see what I've done on these corners. How those overlap each other like that. And then I've got these in at that angle, going up to the top. And then I've got a bunch of these in different sizes going around in a circle. I just thought it looked interesting. Pretty much everything up here was all hand placed. There's no wires that I dropped down in order to get everything to fit in there. It was all hand placed. Thanks, Joyroth. I appreciate that. Oh, and I've got the Diplo statue. I've got the mushroom head. Put these sails. And then there's that sign set again. And then this is a whole layer of a bunch of stuff. You've got the blue decal, and then the two sides of the decal are covered up by the serpents, and I've mirrored them. They're a little offset. I should straighten that out at some point. And then we've got that synthesis core. I forget the names of these sometimes. And then I've got the round illuminated sign cruising around that crescent moon. And then the base of the signs are encased within the server. But yeah, it's coming along pretty nicely. And I've got these fun, I merged some of these parts in to create that little arched area. It's like a single wide window, and then I did a glitch where the arch goes from there to there, and it just blends in with this whole wall. Just nicely blends in to give it a really clean look. And then this arch is just a triple-sized arch, and then that was just hand placed in that space right there. And then I encased it in this little triangle form of small walls that also blends right in with that wall. Can't even really tell. And then you've got the flower there that's a wonder projector. And I'll show you how I did that. So I had to put the wonder projector here after building this little infrastructure bit. Oh, I can actually, can I delete that? Yeah, I can delete that. That shouldn't be there. Yeah, so I had to build this in order to drop the wonder projector there because of how high it was. You can see up underneath everything right now. And then under here, I need to figure out what to replace this floor with. I'll figure something out. And I built this little funky hookah thing. And there's like flame and nip nip. And I'm building little hookah pipes that come out. Use the cave creeper to make some like, you know, nip nip. So yeah, that's what I've been up to on that side. So there's still plenty more for me to build on this. And I'll probably just continue building on it over time. I've got another build that I just signed up for. It's going to be a pirate ship. That'll be coming out soon. Hopefully. We'll see. it's gonna. I've never built a pirate ship before, so it's gonna be kind of an intense learning curve to figure out. You would think with as large as this barnacle is, that I could actually easily grab a hold of it. But it is just not working out that way. Let's try this. Just not working out. Oh, that's it. Okay. That, I think, was blocking this other tree from being placed in there. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Move it just a little bit back. That's better. Now we're talking. Oh, I have no idea what direction I'm putting this. Let's try it. Okay, that works. I'm happy with that. Now it's not hanging out over here like it was before. And why is this tree here? I don't remember. Maybe I wanted it over here originally. I don't know. I think I'm just going to delete it for now. Alright, that's coming along pretty nice. Nip Nip should grow in, hopefully. Yeah, I do plan on using curves, Joyroth, and I will start small. I've never done a ship before, so it'll be interesting to see how I go about it. I'm gonna use Crisscross has got a couple of tutorial vids that I'm going to use as a basis, and I think a couple of other people have them as well, and I might just reference. I'm going to start off with Crisscross and then go from there. Let's see, I want to get something back here in this corner that has a little bit of height. I don't like those colors. I don't like that shape. Well, let's try this. Let's see what colors we've got. Okay, it's only changing those leaf colors. might be kind of interesting. Oh, that's just sitting above, because that barnacle is blocking it with the hitbox. Again. Oh, the grass is a little too thick right there. Kind of funny digging through the grass trying to get to something and look at it on its level. Wait, am I even looking at the right one? I was. Alright, that is not. Cooperating. Oh, come on, man. Seriously? Why? Why are you doing this? Alright, move that out of the way. I'm right here. I should be able to grab that with no problem. Come on, man. What? Dude. The hell? Finally. Good grief. All that just to set that one thing. Alright, but needs a little bit of light because that is a little too dark. Sometimes you can bury it right in there. But that is not working, so I'm just going to drop it right there. How much higher do I need that? Okay. Get that much higher and try to put it in as close to that same spot as possible. And we did it. The sodium lamp is now inside the top of that plant. And now it's nicely backlit. And you can't see the sodium lamp. That works pretty well. Alright, now I'll put all of this back in place. that name is still funny. Cloven paw grass. That's actually pretty thick in there. I'll just drop that over there. Okay, now grab that barnacle. Let's see if we can get this to fit down in there. No. Ah, great. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Oh, that could be cool for something else. Have a plant growing right out of the top of that and just make the barnacle much larger. That could be fun for another build. Look how much lower all the grass is compared to this barnacle, and I can't still lock onto the barnacle first. Oh, I've got an idea on how I might be able to do this after I finally get the barnacle out. Trippy. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna try this. Try dropping it in from down under. Maneuver the build camera around. Oh no, it's just going upside down. Not cool, man. Not what I had in mind. Alright. Scratch that. Sorry if I'm spinning the camera around too fast. Come on. I think we're just going to call it done. That's close enough. That is close enough. Hypnotoad! You got that right, Joyroth? Oh no, but it's sticking out here. Damn it. You gotta be kidding me. It's like sticking out. How? How? How am I not grabbing that? Okay. Oh, there we go. Nope. Sticking out even more. This is absolutely my fault for having to build things in weird ways. Hey, Zesty. Welcome in. Glad you could make it. To fill you in, Zesty, we are on stream number 3 of the day. We had massive technical difficulties that we seem to have overcome for the most part. Now it's just a matter of, you know, the way I build things being weirdly problematic for trying to delete this barnacle. And it just will not grab hold of it. I gotta just keep, there we go. Just gotta keep deleting stuff. And the placement on this is just not cooperating. Alright, I'm just gonna have to delete a bunch of this grass and see if I can't slide it in and then cover it up with grass. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Just slip that in like that. There we go. And I think I might just leave it like that because I'm not going to be able to get a whole lot in there. Oh, now I can access the barnacle. Rude. So rude. Hey, Chaotic Serenity. How are you doing? Welcome in. It is lush. It's a lush little garden on this lovely planet that Joyroth found. Trying to copy some of this grass in here, but the way the hitbox works on some of this stuff is quite annoying. It's just not cooperating. I can get all the looping grass just fine. Alright, I'm gonna have to try to remember what color I used. Oh, that's too dark. Guess it's that one? No, that's the one. That's the one. Okay. Alright, now let's see if we can fit this down in here. Oh, come on, we had it. Ah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, Joyroth, I've sent at least a couple of people your way so they could ask you about your method for finding floating island planets, because you seem to find them far more often than anyone else, which is awesome. All right, so for those just joining in, I'll give a show of some of these other little garden areas. Uh, but first, we'll step outside and take a look at the building. And here's the inside. Oh, there goes the frame rate, drop down to 10. Just short-lived, but it still happens occasionally. Alright, so we've got this garden over here. This was the first one I did. I was just trying to figure out how I wanted to go about doing it. Get my method down. I might redo this one, I'm not sure. I like those big flowers, but I'm not a fan of the fog that it puts around them. And so you've got this one foggy area and the rest isn't really all that foggy at all. This is a fun one with some of the curly coral in there. And I've got the little terrarium with the blobby. And then I put other little objects in here with each of the terrariums that I placed. And so you can see when you first come in, there's a little area, and then this is the area that we were just working on. And then there's these larger areas all the way around. So each one of the larger areas has a terrarium in the middle of it that's rotated on to a different, basically different axis, or just rotated differently around in a circle. And then different objects in each one of them. And some of these have trees, other ones have taller plants, various types of glow. At each one of these pillars is the Ice Atlas sculpture. Thanks, Joyroth. I appreciate that. Glad you like it. And then we've got the anemones over here and those red plants. And then again with the terrarium with different objects. And each one has an emphasis, you know, on a different color palette. And different types of grasses and flowers together. There's a little blobby running around. We've got the pink crystals and the tarot thingamabob. Another large pink crystal on that one. That triple tiered rock with the crystals on it, and then a writhing bush, or whatever it's called. And then this one that I just worked on. And so for, oh yeah, oh, and then I'll show you this part real quick. Got the stairs going up to a little observation deck, and they're all lit up with sodium lamps. There's a little observation deck so you can see the ceiling a bit better. Got octo cabinets and little expanding cube gadgets and all this other stuff all stacked up on top of each other. And then I will show you down here, for those who did not see it earlier, here is the bridge going across to where all the landing pads are going to be on that island over there. And here we go. Hey, it worked. What do you think of that? Turned out pretty well. The only problem is, for some reason, it's broken on the other side. And I tried going in. Whoa, it actually worked. How the hell did that actually work? What the heck? I can't believe that actually worked. I have no idea what happened. Let's try that again. Okay, we made it to this side. Let's, nope. This is where I normally get stuck. I don't know how it worked that time. How wild. Okay. Let's wait a second. See if that helps anything. Nope. It worked one freaking time. At least I caught it on video so I could prove it actually worked once. Nope. Still nothing. Still nothing. But anyway, you get the idea. And it looks, here, I'll do it one more time from this side. And I've actually slowed it down, like I've done this, recorded it, and then slowed it down, and it's kind of neat. It happens really fast. And this was a nightmare to build. Oh man, it was rough going. But I had a lot of fun doing it. I go upload, so if anybody comes to visit, and please do visit and let me know how it looks for you. And let me know what your experience is with the with this little corkscrew escalator. And oh, I want to check my traps one last time. My land traps. I'll leave the bees in there. Let's check this other one. Oh, fuck it. Just grab all of these out. I actually caught an S-class in here once. All of once. Thanks, Saigon Jen. I appreciate that. It's coming along nicely. Better than I'd hoped. It is really. I thought that the bridge was going to be an absolute failure, but it's working okay. Not not terribly bad. Hopefully, I can get it to work all the way consistently, and it'll just be a matter of trying to, mess with it and see what I can do. Oh man, each one of those being an APG engine. Yeah, that'd be wild. That would be wild. And I think that's where we're going to end it for today. I super appreciate everyone hanging out, and even when the stream was a nightmare of lag and disorder, and we were just flipping switches trying to get it all sorted out. I super appreciate everybody that hung out through that, and greatly appreciate Sins Arcade for helping sort that out. And if you have not checked out Sins Arcade, do give him a follow. I just dropped the link right there. And yeah, that's it for today. And I'll be back next Tuesday if everything goes